Tag team action underway this week. Andrew Pendelton III and Brett Wolverton here at ringside. Andrew, one half of the Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Gunner, Stephen the Fever Walters against Alabama Attitude.
Oh, you talk about just a huge match with 4 international superstars. Talk about guys that have traveled the world to Japan. You know, you have Gunner that's on national television all the time. You have Stephen Walters that's traveled the world, been all over Europe. You talk about a group of 4 superstars coming together in the Anarchy Arena. It's an amazing night.
Stephen the Fever Walters and Gunner, dubbed by Mike Posey as Franklin Dove's boys.
I think he has the hair. And you talk about, you know what, I've known Stephen Walters for a long time, and he's that type of guy. You know, he's the cheap shot kind of guy. And I'm not surprised to see that type of tactic out of him.
What in the world? Look at the, as we see Corey Hollis readjusting the hair of Mike Posey.
He's fixing his hair.
It's a mess.
A lot of his power is derived from that hair. Now let's see what he gets away with Corey Hollis, because he has short hair.
Well, I think Gunner's ready to come in.
I think everybody except for Corey Hollis wants Gunner in that ring.
Are we going to see the tag? Tag made, and Gunner makes his way in.
Uh-oh.
Well, for a split second it looked like Hollis wasn't scared, but now he's rethinking it.
I don't think he's scared. He's just sizing Gunner up.
Well, Stephen Walters made his way around the ring.
Stephen Walters needs to stay on his side of the ring. Let him get back in the ring. If we want to see some action here, stop dancing around and let him get back in the ring so we can see some action. Now, you do talk about a physical specimen. Look at Gunner. He is in great shape. He's got a ton of power. The question is, what is Corey going to do to get around him? He's going to have to use his speed. Oh, you see? See what I mean?
Gunner is a solid 240 pounds of muscle. Hollis is no slouch. You know, he's a good-sized athlete as well.
But you can easily see Gunner has him by about 35 to 40 pounds. You know, that's a lot of mass. You know, when you're competing, you have to figure a way around that. Luckily, we have Alabama Attitude out here, and these guys are geniuses when it comes to psychology. And look at that. Again, using his mind, using his leverage, and sneaks right around there.
Rear waistlock applied by Gunner.
And again, psychology there, going to the rope, and a cheap shot by Gunner. Gunner, you should be better. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're better than that.
Both superstars kind of circling, eyeing each other. A little sign of respect there, a slap of the hands.
You can see Gunner's really wrenching on that arm, and he steps over to put some leverage on it, and he's separating that arm and that shoulder blade, putting a lot of pressure on it. And again, you see Corey Hollis slips away and puts him in a rear waistlock.
Some good amateur wrestling back and forth. Both men trying to get the advantage. Takedown by Gunner.
And again, Corey Hollis is going to have to go back to the drawing board, because trying to match power for power with Gunner just isn't going to work. He's going to have to do something different here.
Rear waistlock still cinched in by Gunner. Hollis grabbing the back of the neck. Flips up and over Gunner. Oh, you do not want to pie face Gunner.
You know what? That may be a mistake there.
Even Stephen Walters on the apron says, I don't want to watch. Shove in Hollis into the ropes. Gorilla press, slam up overhead.
Is he going to put him down?
Well, he's been up here for a few seconds now. I think Hollis might be getting a nosebleed.
He has got him way up there. Oh my gosh, right on the stomach.
And what came up had to go down eventually.
You talk about a terrible ride for Mr. Corey Hollis there.
Catches the legs, caught though by Gunner. Power bomb attempt, excuse me, as Hollis goes out to the floor.
And again, using his speed and his agility to get away. He's intelligent. I'm telling you, he's finding ways around this power matchup. He can't match power for power.
I think Hollis was a bit intimidated by the strength of Gunner.
But of course he is. I mean, Gunner's got him by 40 pounds. Anybody would be. But you know what? He's a smart wrestler. Sometimes you get in the ring with a guy that's more powerful than you. And you got to figure out a way around that. And it looks like he's working on it. It's a chess game, piece by piece.
Back into the ring as Mike Posey tags in.
You know, sometimes you have to sacrifice a pawn to take a bishop or a queen.
Big hip toss by Gunner onto Posey.
And what is that? That is ridiculous. You see again.
I'll admit, that was a cheap shot.
It's a cheap shot. Lack of sportsmanlike conduct going on here.
Another press. This time Posey goes
and a gut buster. And I think he's got the hair again.
I think you're right.
Again, this is not a woman's match. You don't grab him by the hair. There's no hair tossing. And a hard chop right across the chest. Had his hands pinned down under the ropes.
Can somebody get Posey a brush or something? I'm having trouble concentrating with his hair looking that goofy.
His hair looks fine.
Snapmare takeover by Stephen Walters.
Rear chin lock applied. He's wrenching it in. Posey's in a bad way here. He's separated from his tag team partner, separated from his side of the ring. He's staring down the Impact Tag Team, one half of the Impact Tag Team champions, Gunner. That's not where you want to be in any wrestling match.
Mike Posey, a referee, a wrestler, a former referee as well. He should know where he needs to be in the ring at all times. Cover made by Gunner.
And again, ring positioning is key in a tag team match. Like we said, you have to cut off half of that ring and you have to keep your opponent away from there.
Body slam by Gunner. Tag made. Stephen the Fever Walters back in. Could be a rocket launcher. Good. Walters flies.
Oh, and a
Dee
body
Byers
splash.
Getting Gunner out of the ring. Goes for cover. 1-2. And a kick out. As this match goes on, Franklin Dove's out here watching at ringside. In fact, Mike Posey lands almost at the feet of Franklin Dove. Well, Stephen Walters has a chicken.
That is an illegal object. You cannot beat him with a chicken. That is ridiculous. He should be disqualified. He should be disqualified for that. That is a foreign object. Dee Byers, you better get that out of here. This should be a disqualification right now.
You know, I think you're right. I think that chicken was made in Taiwan.
You're an idiot. You are an idiot. You surprise me sometimes, and I know how dumb you are. You know, and let's go back to this. So, obviously, Stephen Walters had the upper hand, and instead of going for the pin attempt, he throws him outside to beat him with the rubber chicken. Now, you talk about poor psychology. Again, do you want to win the match or do you want to showboat for these stupid fans?
Well, Mike Posey wants to tag, and Corey Hollis is back in the match.
And he wants Gunner. He's pointing at Gunner.
Corey Hollis says, we're going to wrestle. You're not going to be hitting me with a chicken. As Walters and Hollis circle each other. Boot to the midsection by Corey Hollis. Elbow to the back of the head.
That'll have him seeing some stars.
Up and over out of the slam. Could be going for a roll-up. Out of it. Brushes off the drop kick. Into the side headlock by Stephen Walters. Up against the ropes. Whip in. Shoulder tackle. Down goes Corey Hollis.
And a hard shoulder tackle there.
Up and over. Leapfrog by Hollis into the rope.
Oh, and a heel kick right in the chin. We got just a 2 count here.
Tag team action here this week. Alabama Attitude. Mike Posey on the apron. Corey Hollis in the ring. Taking on Stephen Walters. Being choked now by Mike Posey.
And again, you talk about ring positioning and ring awareness. That's what I'm talking about. Corey Hollis had the sense of mind to get him pushed back into his own corner.
Walters' tag team partner this week. Impact Wrestling superstar Gunner. Gunner and Walters, longtime friends of Anarchy owner Franklin Dove. a personality that Mike Posey has had issues with almost as long as he's been a part of Anarchy.
And again, look what Gunner is costing his team. This is he is an Impact Tag Team Champion. He should be paying attention to this. He has his partner in a bad way. He can't afford this here.
Hollis looking to do some damage on the knee of Stephen Walters, dropping his body weight onto the knee, which is held up by the bottom rope.
And again, all the tag team and the skill and the wrestling ability of Gunner can't help Stephen Walters now when he's being attacked by Alabama Attitude. The one asset that Stephen Walters really had, obviously being a former Anarchy Tag Team Championship himself multiple times, and being Gunner also being a former Anarchy Tag Team Championship, former Anarchy Heavyweight Champion, and the current Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champion. One of, if not the most skilled and highest regarded tag team wrestlers in the world. He is the champion of one of the greatest wrestling organizations in the world today.
You're right.
Impact Wrestling.
Tag made.
Anything's going to save Stephen Walters' tail end, it's going to be having Gunner on his side.
And I will take nothing away from Alabama Attitude. They've been extremely successful in tag team competition, not just here in Anarchy. They've made appearances on Ring of Honor.
Corey Hollis has something
for
the champ. As you see, the champ's being reserved. He's getting back out of the ring because he knows every second he's in the ring, that costs time with his double team on his tag team partner. He knows the game.
Another tag made brings Mike Posey back in.
Again, quick tags. You always keep the fresh man in. Textbook tag team wrestling. You're always putting the most impact on your opponent that way. And again, we had a knee breaker into a corkscrew leg drop here, or corkscrew leg takeover.
Now Mike Posey's got the leg bent back.
Look how he's got that knee twist. He's got that knee twist up sideways, that ankle turned sideways. And he's got extra leverage now with Corey Hollis. Look at that. Now that is smart tag team wrestling. That's awareness.
Now look at this. Mike Posey has the leg of Walters wrapped up with the arm.
He's got him folded up like a pretzel.
I don't think the human body's meant to twist like that. Another tag made. Corey Hollis coming back in. Drops the elbow to the back of Walters.
Just going there to prevent that tag being made to Gunner. They do not want to see Gunner back in the ring. He's had plenty of time to get fresh. And a foot DDT jamming that knee into the mat.
And Gunner is one of the best conditioned athletes in the world today. The longer he's out there recovering, the healthier he's going to get. And when he comes back in here at 100%.
And you know what? At this point, it's not really a factor. As long as Alabama Attitude keeps Stephen Walters away from Gunner, that's not going to be a problem.
Walters up, tried to get over to make the tag, but his knee gave out.
And again, you talk about smart tag team wrestling. They isolated that knee. They knew that if he tried to get away, he wasn't going to make it. And that's just fantastic, fantastic wrestling. What a game plan. Alabama Attitude knew exactly what they had to do coming in here. They isolated Stephen Walters. They broke him down where he's not mobile, and he's not going to make it to Gunner unless there's just some sort of golden opportunity, which I don't see coming.
Walters trying to break out, kicks Mike Posey away from him. But again, Posey back up to his feet first. Walters is struggling as Posey goes after the knee again, measuring him in the corner. Posey catches another big European uppercut by Stephen Walters. Charges in, catches the boot of Posey in the face. Walters driving him in. Big T-bone suplex.
Oh, I think his knee gave out. I don't think he can stand up on that knee, barely.
Charges in, crashes all his body weight onto Posey. Now Bulldog.
Oh no, see his knee gave out.
But a lariat. He had enough left in him to catch a lariat, but he needs to make the tag.
Oh, with the knee in that condition, I don't know if he can even make it over there. He definitely can't walk. I don't wonder if he can crawl on that knee in that type of pain.
Well, as he inches over, Hollis tagged in.
Oh no, we got a tag to Gunner. This could get interesting.
Down goes Hollis, and again, Mike Posey in, catches the boot. Headbutt sends Posey into the corner. Hollis thrown into him. Big splash.
Oh, take it out. Both partners of Alabama attitude.
Vertical suplex, slingshot suplex by Gunner.
We got a pin attempt, and we got a breakup by Mr. Mike Posey here. See what Posey can get done here. With some forearms right to the side of the head.
Instigated by Posey. Gunner doesn't go down. Elbow, but a tag made. Walters back in. I don't know how wise this was that early. Posey goes up and over, out onto the floor. Full Nelson applied by Walters.
And a reversal.
German
he's on his feet. Look at that. What an amazing showing of his athleticism.
Electric chair. I don't think that was wise, though. Into the full Nelson suplex. 1, 2.
Oh, and it's broken up just in the nick of time by Mike Posey.
The knee of Stephen Walters still giving him trouble.
Again, you can see that knee buckled. He would normally bridge with that move, but he could not hold his body weight up with that knee, even as a bridge.
Shot to
we have face. 2 against 1. We still have Gunner down there on the side of the floor after that gigantic back elbow to the side of the head. He's in la-la land.
Slowly starting to make his way back up. Is his partner in trouble? Overhead belly to belly by Hollis. Rolls him up into a pin cut. 1, 2. Kick out of 2.
Last second kick out. And Walters again, after taking the beating for so long, he's back in the ring and he's isolated. I don't know how much longer he can hold out. That knee definitely will not hold out very much longer.
Well, Gunner's had enough. Clotheslines Hollis. Comes in, there was no tag. Posey jumped after him.
Pure strength.
Fall away slam by Gunner. A torture rack applied. Posey's up.
And we have dueling torture racks in the middle of the ring.
Referee's checking.
Dueling torture racks, and they gave up. And Stephen Walters took everything he could do to keep him up. Now we have Franklin Dove stepping into the ring. What does Franklin Dove need?
Your winners of the match by way of submission, the team of Gunner and Stephen the Fever Walters.